Well, hello everybody and welcome back. Jeff again coming to you from the Minecraft Vanilla server, Season 6. Let's do this. And you might wonder why I'm dancing around this house, and it's because I went and harvested some of the beetroot, which I am not very familiar with because I haven't played enough in these newer versions. We are still on the pre-1.1 snapshot, even though the 1.1 real release came out today. I'm sure we'll be updating soon. But I was trying to jump around because I wanted to lower my hunger bar so I could find out if and how much this beetroot would heal. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if they changed something in the way that the saturation and things like that works, but I have been jumping around for a long time, probably a solid 3 minutes before I started recording, and only dropped a total of this haunch and a half that you see. And as you can see, it's just not going down. So that's good, because I feel like you would actually lose a lot of hunger just by doing stupid things around a base. But I feel like now it's very difficult to just force it to go down, which is weird. I mean, look at this. It's not gone down hardly at all. So I guess I'm not going to be able to get this low enough. There we go, 2. Let's see. I've never eaten a beetroot. Oh, a beetroot only heals half. So beetroot is not a good sustainable food source. That is good to know. I will grab my 11 baked potatoes that I had, and we will venture out here. I'm still in the same place I left off. I logged in, and obviously nobody else has come around to this area because I walked over here. If you remember, near the end of the last episode, I died right down there. I still saw a couple of my items floating around in here just about 2 minutes ago when I logged in, and we're a good solid, 48 to 72 hours after my last recording session. So nobody else is in this area, which is kind of nice. Well, except these creepers. These creepers are definitely there. Somebody told me that I should actually switch over to using the axe instead of a sword because of the way the new combat system works. Something about the way the recharge and the swing effect, what it has to do with, I don't know all the details. That might be something I will explore in just a little bit. Not quite yet. While that iron is there, though, I'm going to run back and cook up this iron. Wait, is there any coal down here? I think I did see some coal right around this corner before we stopped recording. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, it's way down there. I just want a piece of coal. I'm going to go venture in this cave in a moment. 1 or 2 pieces of coal. I want to cook up this iron because I want to make myself a shield. Because I feel a shield is going to be extremely important in potentially skeleton-infested areas. Did I get both of them? Yeah, I did. And we will go from there. So let me go cook up some iron. Make a shield. Try to remember how to make a shield. I'm pretty sure I know how it's made. Pretty sure it's like a wooden minecart at the top and then a piece of iron next to it. Is that right? I don't know. But what are you going to do? We will find out together soon enough. I should probably just use some of this to make a very simple chest to get some of these items out of my inventory. Since we will be coming back up to this area, I will keep that. Get rid of, keep those. Get rid of all this other stuff that I don't really need or want. I will probably need that. Why not bring the golden apples with me? I'm going to take the axe, actually, just because I can. I will bring a little bit of wood as well, just in case I have to remake some tools. And we'll do something like that. Now, grab these. Let me get this, and let me see if I remember how to make this shield. It's a boat? No. No. No? No? I don't remember it being difficult. You can do this, Jeff. Nope. Maybe I can't do this. I don't have enough for that. Hang tight. I'll be back. Okay. I was 1 piece of wood short. I needed to do this, and then put my iron in there. I knew I was real close to what that thing was, but let's get this in my offhand. So much better. So much better. And we'll use this to make at least a little bit of protection for me. There we go. Now I feel better about going down in that cave. So now let's go down in this, in this cave. and see what we have. So I have to kind of eat crow, I guess would be the term. Hi, creeper. So, it's funny too. I use that term, and I've only heard it for the first time the other day from my mom. Actually said it to me, and I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And then I've heard on the radio so many times in the past couple days, and I'm not sure if it's a phrase that's used relatively often, or if because of things that have recently happened in the world that it's just gotten a lot more popularity, and a lot of people in news outlets and stuff are using this terminology now, and it's making the average American start using it more. But the term eat crow apparently basically means to, from what I understand, it means like you put your foot in your mouth and you were completely incorrect in something, and you have to basically kind of fess up to it. I'm pretty sure that's what the term means. So the term eat crow has been coming up a lot lately because of the whole Donald Trump presidential election, deal with, everybody's eating crow because they didn't know that they can't believe they were so wrong about the predictions and what happened and blah, 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 blah. Everybody just wants to talk about all this political mumbo jumbo all the time, of course, because this big upset and blah, 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 whatever. That's not where I'm going with this, but I do have to, quote unquote, eat crow, if I'm using the term correctly, about something else, and what that is my last episode. My last episode, Ow! I didn't even see that guy. Did not even see that guy anywhere, and that is scary to me because I normally would have at least seen him, but no, not that time. He was just gone. But anyways, my last episode, what? Where you guys, what? Where the hell did all you mother effers come from? Okay, I did not get a weapon out of that. Follow me, follow me, follow me. No. Hi, creeper. Bye, creeper. No! I thought I was gonna make a daring leap and escape on that one, but I did not. I'm going after this stuff. I don't need no stinking sword. I can get my sword back and take these guys on. Why are you still breaking into my houses over here, man? Haven't you had enough yet? They haven't. They just want to kill these villagers and plunder the village, rape their bodies, rape their corpses. I don't know why they would do that. I don't know. I'm given, like, son of a... Okay, the skeleton is going to be the biggest problem. And I did see him down there before. He just now is closer to my stuff since I basically put all my stuff right there by him. And there are so many skeletons. This is... Okay, I'm going to have to make some resources to combat these guys. Man, I really thought I was just going to be able to run on in there and take them out. Zisto's on the server. He's probably going, what the hell is going on over there with Jeff? Why is Jeff dying so much? I'll tell you the answer. I don't know why I'm dying so much. It's because I'm bad at the game. We all knew that. That's okay. I think I have... I can't even jump straight. Either way, I will try to continue my story on as I get geared up to go get my other stuff back. So, I made the whole last episode about, how much of a handyman I've become and how I'm happy with that, and I've impressed myself with all these things that I can do and blah, 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 and I'm just like, shitting out sunshine and rainbows for everybody because I'm the man. No, I really wasn't like that, but I was talking about how proud I was of myself for being able to do all of these things. And I make this video, and immediately after it publishes, I'm sitting down in my living room, working on a paper for school. If you guys don't know, I'm in school again. Yeah, I know. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Working on a paper, and I just hear something, and I'm like, what? That is the weirdest noise. And I thought it was on the TV, because I had the TV on in the background. And I was like, what kind of sound does this TV show have, and why? That doesn't really make any sense, but whatever. So I'm sitting there, and I hear it more and more. And I realize it's something over in my sink. And it sounds like water is kind of like running, but not really running. It's just dripping. And I walk over and I look, did I just make that? Come on. I walk over and I look, and in my sink, I look at the faucet, because I'm like, did I screw up the faucet somehow? And then, mind you, I haven't touched the sink. I haven't done anything to my kitchen sink. And I'm looking at it, and there's water in the bottom of the sink, but the faucet's not running, the faucet's not dripping, and I'm just like, that's weird. And I turn around, and of course I hear tunk, just like, again, right away, just this little, oh, come, you stupid son of a... I turn around, and of course, right when I immediately turn my back is when I hear the noise. Again. Nah, just playing. And I look back, and I catch this drop of water. And I'm like, oh shit. And I looked up in the air, of course. Grab this stuff. Why are there so many of you? Let's just run. Just run. Put this on. Run in this corner. I have blocks on my bar. Okay. 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 I got this. I did not get my shield, which is unfortunate, because I really wish I had gotten that shield. Because I still need to go get my other stuff. There we go. Let's eat so I can get all healed up. Of course, very slowly, because that's the way it works. I should have eaten this potato instead so I can get the satiation effect going. There's one of my other swords. Okay, so it's right up here somewhere. Hi, guys. Ow. They still got a path to me, so can't they pathfind to me? There we go. Eat this. Okay, got one down. If I can eat this, will I heal up a decent amount to be able to... Enough to be able to... Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, got you. Hopefully you guys can see this fine. You should be able to. It shouldn't be that big of a problem. There we go. Eat this again. I see some of my stuff. I'm unclear. Oh, there is a skeleton over here, so that's okay. Why is there that guy there? Okay, I escaped with some things. Not all my things. Shield is one of them that I did not escape with. I'm afraid to go down here. Okay, there's my shield. There's you. Did I get all the stuff that I really wanted? Well, good thing I got that shield and golden apples just in time, because it's been 5 minutes, because that stuff all disappeared. Okay, I feel good though. I got it. See? Success story. Woo! I didn't die once. Like, I just took them on like a champ. Obviously, that is incorrect. But anyways, so I said... Oh, that's weird. I feel like I put this in a different... Oh, forgot to hit that button. There we go. So I look up at the ceiling and realize, oh shit. This is coming from not the sink faucet. It is coming from upstairs. Because what did I do? If you go back a little while in my video channel, you will see a great video. I love the video. I think it's hilarious. A fantastic video of me installing one of the best pieces of equipment that has ever been made, and that I believe everybody should have in their own homes to enjoy for hygiene's sake, for many, many, many reasons on why people should partake. Didn't I get those torches? I did not get those torches, did I? And it is called the Bio Bidet. I love my Bio Bidet, and you're damn straight. I just moved into a new house, and I was not leaving my old place without it. So I got that thing. It's been sitting on the floor for weeks, and Jesus Christ. Can't win. How can I not hear these guys? Where are they coming from? How am I getting so destroyed? How much stuff did he destroy? At least this one's not surrounded by skeletons this time. But I didn't even hear those guys, and it was a double explosion. Double explosion. Good Lord. And I finally, over the weekend, decided I was going to get it installed. And though Julia was initially against the concept of the bio-bidet. Okay, I was going to like, I didn't die over there. Though she was in it. Really? Okay. Though she was originally against the concept of the bio-bidet, I planned on putting it in our spare bathroom downstairs. He destroyed everything, didn't he? Every freaking thing. Yep, it was that double explosion because the one guy exploded seconds after the first guy. This is going to be a fantastic cave if I can ever get past... Oh, nope, sorry. I got a pick. Don't you worry, guys. We got this cave. Damn it. We got this cave. I'll take it on with this pick. It'll be great. Stop shooting at me. I'm going to leave. I'm going to... No, no, no. You're going to get me in a corner that I can't get out of. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Okay, I'm out. I'm out. Making sure you're not following me because I need some more. At least some more cobble now to make some general weapons. Before I can take these guys on. And I had noticed when I installed the bio-bidet that the toilet bowl water level was not right. And I couldn't figure out what was wrong. And I was just like, it's really low. And I can't figure out what I'm doing. Like, the tank is filling up just fine. But for some reason, the bowl is not filling up fine. And I looked back at the connections as well when I did it. And every like 10 seconds, I saw this very little drip coming off of the connection. I tried to tighten it up. And I still had this very, very, very little drip. I was like, you know what? No big deal. I'll go to the hardware store tomorrow and I will pick up some of that, you know, Teflon tape stuff. The thread tape and get these seals all like taped over. I can't even do this. I need some more wood. I'll get the threads all taped over and make sure this thing doesn't drip. But this little teeny, you know, 1 every 10 seconds micro drip isn't going to like do anything. It's not going to be a big deal. Jesus Christ. And whether it was the micro drip or whether it was the fact that it turns out I had a tube in the back of the toilet that I didn't really pay attention to. It was supposed to go in this little like hole thing. I don't really know how toilets work that much, and I didn't have to. My toilet was different that I put it on in the first place in the video. It didn't have this type of setup, so I didn't realize what I was doing wrong. But this tube was supposed to go into this hole somewhere in the back of the toilet and not where I had actually put it, just filling up the tank. And whoa. And a combination of the two factors caused enough of a drip that ended up overnight pooling up in the ceiling, coming down, dripping directly over the kitchen sink, because that's where my bathroom happens to be located. Like, the second I looked up and made the connection that there's water going in this sink and it's not coming from the faucet, I knew. My mind knew, and it was one of those slow, like, you know, drip. Like, I look and I'm like, oh, there's nothing here. Drip. Oh no. And like I knew, and it was that slow motion. And of course, my worst fears. I watched it dripping from the ceiling. So I had to cut out the hole in the drywall right above the sink real quick to try to let everything dry. Turned off all the water, found my connection problems, got everything fixed. It's now been fixed completely for days. So my leak problem is solved, but now I'm sitting with a hole in my ceiling down in my kitchen above the sink that I have to get replaced. So I finally literally thought I had everything taken care of that I needed to get taken care of in our house to pass our final inspection that's coming up next week, which one of the things they look for is cracked and chipped paint, holes in the wall, holes in the ceiling, of course, and I created one, and I have nobody to blame but myself. It's literally, I have myself to blame, and that is all, because I know it was my fault, and I know what I did, and it was like one of those sad things too. Julia was at work that day. She had to work at the hospital. She quote unquote moonlights as a hospitalist, but this was a day shift on the weekend. It's still considered moonlighting, but it's just not the daytime hours. It's just not her standard normal job. And she comes home from work, and I was just like, so You know all those good things I had done this weekend that you were all excited about? Like getting our whole security cameras installed and all that stuff. I was like, well, for all the good things, there also happened to be something bad that happened. And I pointed to the ceiling and she's like, she looked at it and she looks at me and she goes, the bidet? And I was like, yep. And she's like, okay. Did you at least stop it? She wasn't mad. Like she knew like it was a mistake, but it's one of those mistakes that I feel stupid about. And why I have to quote unquote eat crow, because I was sitting there talking about how good I was at all this stuff and how I just turned out to be pretty handy. And man, aren't I the greatest? And then I go and do something stupid like that, cause us some more pain. Luckily, I was home when it happened, because had I not been home, it would have taken out way more of the ceiling. I think I literally have a small square of drywall I'm going to have to replace because everything's now dried out. I went and checked it out. I cut out the spot where it was any wet or any damage to it. So it looks like it's going to be a relatively easy fix, which I'm crossing my fingers and praying that that's accurate when I actually get up there to try to make the fixes, that is going to be the case. But for now, that's what I can hope for. So, it's hi, buddy. He's just see ya. God, that was scary. So that's my fun and excitement. And I had told you, oh god, why am I stuck in this water? And how did his arrow bounce off of me? Okay, I'm about to die. Again. I need to get this piece of iron so I can make a shield. I'm gonna make the shield, I'm gonna go cower in the corner again. So I can, in the next episode, actually try to make some progress here. Can't believe everything got destroyed by that stupid creeper, because it was that double explosion. And I did say that I was back in school, which I am back in school. We'll talk about that in a different episode. But all I can say is, if you guys want to like do anything, like go back to school or learn how to work on things in your house, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna stretch yourself thin. You're going to realize your time commitments are too much. If you really want to make it happen, though, you can work it out. You can get anything done that you really want to do. And though I've made mistakes in the house, I'm definitely going to, I'm much more knowledgeable in what I should and shouldn't do and how to fix things. So it's still a net positive, net gain. The future schooling, the only thing I would suggest about that is do it while you're, I'm not going to say young. Do it while you're young. Do it while you're old, too. It doesn't really matter how old you are. Do it when you don't have that many commitments that you have to deal with, because I'll tell you, time management right now is a very big burden for me, because I've just got so many things going on in my life. Again, the fire department, nursing, school, teaching, all this stuff. It's just so much stuff going on, and it's hard. But I'm trying to persevere through and get everything done while I still can, because it's one of those things that one of these days, I'm not going to have much time for this stuff anymore. So with that, basically I'll say, by the way, I'm going to be a father, and I will see you guys next time.